Well, hello everybody, Steve Martel here, and today we are going to be covering one of the most important, I should actually say the most important business lesson that you could learn in 2019. And I'm not over exaggerating this because you have to realize that the way consumers and your prospects are making, buying, or selling, or whatever it is that you are trying to get them to do, so whether you're a product or a service, has changed. The way that they make buying decision is completely different. So today we are live here. I want to welcome you all to the call. We've been testing this Facebook Live over the last couple of, I'd say over the last week and a half. And I have to say, I am starting to love this. So let's first start by saying hello to everybody. Please let me know that you're here, and I would love to know where you're from as well. It's really cool to see how, all of North America can get together on this platform to be able to communicate. Webinars, I have made millions upon millions, or my companies, the liability here, have made millions upon millions on selling on webinars, but I'm loving this platform. I feel like it's more personal. I feel that I'm actually talking to you guys. I say, hey guys, sorry, I'm looking at the comments here. There's a lot of tech going on here. I've got my phone connected, so I've got Facebook Live so I can see, and today I'm going to be presenting on my iPad so that I can show you slides of what's going on and the lessons that I want to cover today. So please grab some notes. Do me a favor. It's going to be either here or whatever. There's going to be a button that says follow. Do yourself a favor. I am starting to love this platform. I'm doing a video a day so far. I'm not going to promise every single day. Unfortunately, I can't promise that it's always going to be at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard like I'm doing right now. If you are looking at this and we're not live anymore and it says was live, please still put in your comments. I want to hear from you. I want to know, which points that you have an aha moment when I'm talking here, because I'm going to dive deep into how to grow your business this year. I'm going to try my best to make this 20, 30 minutes tops. I can't promise you, okay? But what's cool with Facebook is you can go in the video library and you'll be able to watch it over again, because this is installment number 2. Yesterday, I did a whole breakdown on the 5 business systems you need in 2019 to succeed. And today, we're covering topic number 1, which is standing out from the masses. How to become an authority figure, to have not only crush your competition, but more importantly, have your prospects begging for your product or service rather than the old way where I, as a salesperson, have to push my service down your throat so that you make a buying decision. So I don't want to waste too much time here talking, because we've got a lot of content to cover, but that is the whole purpose today, is for me to show you how to instantly stand out. Right? And, there's in business today, there are so many different businesses and competition in your world. One industry that I'm trying to turn on my recorder on the iPad here so that if I repurpose this content, at least I can show you at the bottom of the screen here. Sorry, I'm trying to say 2 things. You're going to see my screen now on the computer. No, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to press the button. There you go. Okay, so now you should see my screen. Okay, so basically, I forgot what I was saying here. Oh, there's a lot of competition in our world. Okay, and we need to be able to stand out. We need to show to prospects without telling them, because here's the thing, right? We know that action speaks louder than words. And give me a second here. Let me press play so I can focus on you guys. There you go. Present on this device. It's connected, so it should be able to show on your computer. Perfect. We're okay. Okay. So basically, You want to be able to stand out from your competition. You want to be able to show that you are different, and not by telling them, by actually showing it through your actions, right? You can say you're number one. You can say you're the best. But if they don't see it in a I'm going to try to say a word here, chronological order. I am French, if you're wondering here. And by the way, I had a lot of questions yesterday. I don't want to get too much off topic, but some people were asking me, "Hey Steve, am I seeing snow in the background?" And the answer is yes. I'm in my office. This is my side yard here, and yeah, the snow. It's not raining right now. You see a lot of water droplets here. It's not rain, it's actually the snow melting off of my roof, and I had to jump on my roof yesterday. I still left the ladder there, but I had to unclog my my drain so that the water stops doing that, and of course, I didn't do a good job. So my kids are going to school me when they come back after school and show me how to do it, they said. So I'm not the best handyman here. So let's get back to it. So I want to show you how to stand out from your competition. Follow me, you're going to fully understand what I'm talking about. So if we look here, I know I'm showing you on my video, even though it's at the bottom of your screen here, but we talked yesterday about the 5 businesses or systems you need in your business in 2019 to succeed. First, you need a continuous system that allows you to stand out from the masses. I'm going to give you a big hint. First off, that's what we're covering today, but it's by giving content like we're doing right now. A lot of people are asking, well, Steve, why is it that you're starting to do a lot of Facebook Live? Guess what? You wouldn't even imagine how many people are contacting us directly to have a one-on-one consultation so that they can hire us to grow their business, right? So that is it right there. And I'm also just creating more content for our website, for everywhere, right? And that's what I want to show you how to do and why we're doing it. So number 2, once you stand out, you then want to be able to have a system that automatically generates good quality leads. Third, we want to be able to have a system that automatically converts those leads into face-to-face appointments or to simply purchase your product, or at least an entry-level product. And that's what, yesterday we're talking about, not only communicating through email. Every business owner out there is starting to have these drip feed emails when, as a matter of fact, that was popular 10 years ago. Today, there's way better methods that we're going to show you. No, I'm not going to. Actually, I'll give you an example today, but tomorrow is when we're going to cover the whole topic of conversion, right? Fourth, we said that you need to have a system to be able to not only be the best salesperson yourself, but it's value add sales, not push down your throat like is still unfortunately being taught today, but also have a system to be able to train all of your staff members, right? If you're a realtor and you have a buyer's agent, listing agent, or just an agent in general working alongside or below you, whatever you want to call it, you need to have a perfect way and a system to train them so that they can close at a minimum of 70% of the time when they have an appointment, right? And if you're an internet marketer or you run a business for your website, you need to understand sales to be able to convert the viewers of your site. And number 5, as you can see, again, I'm showing you while it's on the computer, you need a fully automated system for your operations, right? You need checklists so that every time a new sale happens, there's a specific checklist that happened, from how to service, over deliver your client, but also how does it go in your accounting systems and how can it actually happen all automatically. So let's jump into the main lesson. So what we're going to cover is not only how the hierarchy of, it's more how the world perceives you as a business owner. That's what we're going to cover in the triangle here. And lastly, I want to create an actual step-by-step plan so that you can start doing exactly what I'm doing And it doesn't need to be face-to-face camera. If you say, Steve, there's no way I'm going to go live on Facebook. I need to prepare. I know you've been doing this, you know, for 15 years now, educating people how to grow their businesses and so on and so forth. I can't do that, or let alone going on a camera. Don't worry, because what I'm going to show you is, well, first off, I would actually tell you, I know you can do it. I believe you can do it. But in the end, there is a specific step-by-step way of doing it that you could not have to produce videos, okay? So I'll show you how to do that. And if you're joining us because this is live, hey, we're talking today. Yesterday, we covered the 5 automated businesses that you need in your life to be able to grow your business in 2019. Today, we're covering how to stand out from the masses, which is business system number 1, okay? So please, at any point in time, if you have questions, post them on the comments. I know you guys are shy. I see the stats. I got over, I think it was 2,500 views within the first hour that I published my video yesterday, but you're still not posting comments. Just say hi, what's going on? Let me know where you have an aha moment, because then I can identify where it is that I can help you most in my next video, okay? So help me help you by posting below, sharing this, obviously, but more importantly, follow me. Follow here. The next time I get a live vid, you're going to get a pop-up so that at least you know. And if you're not live right now at, what is it, 2:15, 2:11 here, 11 past 2 Eastern time. If it's not, I personally will actually go on and see all the comments myself. I've got a huge staff, but I personally like to deal with you and make sure that you're taken care of, okay? So let's jump right into it. You know, I'm obsessed with showing the camera what's on the screen, eh? I don't want to go through this here. The reason I bring up this slide is because what I'm about to show you is the strategy that has allowed me to become #1 in every single market I've ever penetrated. When I was 18 years old, I was a real estate agent. I needed to figure out, how could I, an 18 years old person, kid, sperm, that still lives at mom and dad's, become a real estate agent and convince somebody that I'm the best person to sell you a house even though I live at mom and dad's, right? And I'm not insulting you here if you're 18 years old, please, that's not my point. But my actual point is we need to be able to stand out from all the competition and eliminate up front all of your prospects' objections, okay? And this is how we actually stand out. So, you know, when I was 18 years old selling homes, I would be such an educated individual about the step-by-step process of buying and selling a home when I was a realtor that never did it come up how old you are, because in their minds, they would tell themselves, he can't be that young. He may just look that young because he is so wise in his knowledge. He knows his town inside and out. He knows the construction of a home. He knows the buying process, the legal paperwork. He knows everything when it comes to real estate. Little did they know I had yet to sell a house, but I studied and followed what I'm going to show you today. Same thing when I started investing in real estate, right? So unfortunately, I had my heart attack in 2007. 2008, I gave my brokerage, Martel's Real Estate, over to my folks, and I wanted to focus on actually building a portfolio. Sorry, I keep changing the slide here. I just don't want the camera to stop recording the screen. So, I started investing because of the big crash, blah, blah, blah. I needed to get financing as a Canadian in America to build my portfolio. I was only 21, 22 years old, and I wanted to raise private funds from my dentist, from my doctor, from my friends, from my business associate, accredited investors mostly, to be able to invest in a foreign country where they don't get to see the house, touch and feel the brick and mortar, but write me a check. right? I also had to figure out how to, when I went into multifamilies, how to get a bank to actually lend me money when I had never bought an apartment complex. And then I went into the seminar world and I taught Canadians how to buy American real estate because it was a huge opportunity at the time, 2010, 2011. And I became the #1 seminar company in the world. Sorry, I can't say in the world. I think it was North America. I can't really remember exactly, but based on successes. And that is because I am an expert at making myself stand out. And I'm going to show you how right now. As a matter of fact, I'm doing it to you as we speak. And what I want you to learn is how to do what I'm doing and do it to your customers and your prospects. So let's jump into it. I already talked about the 5 fundamental businesses. So let's jump into the authority scale. What I want you to think about right now is so what's really important right now is for you to put yourself in your prospect's shoes. I don't want you to think as a business owner. I don't want you to think as a self-employed, if you're a real estate agent. I love sharing my content with realtors and financial advisors and so on and so forth. I want you to put yourself in the shoes of your prospect, okay? So here's a pyramid. Our goal is to actually work our way up the pyramid. The higher you are at the top of the pyramid, the more respect you're getting from your customers, okay? Here, this is where you make the most amount of money and the most amount of respect. At the bottom, which I'm going to show you right now, is actually the worst place to be, a generalist, okay? So a generalist is somebody that is all things to just about anyone. And what I mean about this is the more you specialize, the more you niche, or niche, however you pronounce it, the more people will respect you. And that's where the top of the pyramid comes in. But speaking on the real estate side or the business owner side, you've got a store or whatever it is. If you are trying to service just about anyone, you're not going to gain the respect of your consumers and you're going to fall into the masses. So that's why you're at the bottom of the pyramid. So remember when I was telling you I started investing and building my portfolio, which turned out to be controlling over $1 billion worth of real estate, right? So I kind of did a good job at it. Steve, you'd think if you're doing live, you would actually remember to put do not disturb. So you want to work your way up the pyramid here. And if I was a real estate investor and I would go, my first investor was my dentist, right? And if I go to my dentist and say, hey, my name's Steve, you remember me, I'm your client. And listen, I did really well in real estate, but now I'm switching over to investing and I'm looking for investors. Okay, Steve, he tells me, what would you be buying? So if my answer is, well, just about any opportunity that comes in. So I'll go in Florida, I'll go in Atlanta, I'll go out in Phoenix, Arizona, I'll do Las Vegas, maybe some Texas deals. I'll do single family homes, or I'll do a condo or a multifamily. If a good mobile park comes up, I may take a look at it, or I'll do a storage facility, right? I look like I'm trying to conquer the world with zero experience, zero team, and your prospects can read that like that. Rather than saying, I'm Steve Martel, I'm going into Atlanta. I'm going to look at absolutely every single deal that comes between $30,000 and $60,000. That's going to be very important that it is in a specific neighborhood. I like the B and C neighborhoods. I like taking a C property and turning it into a B property. So I'm going to turn it into something that it's in a good area that is in revitalization, and turn the older property into something that is a beautiful renovated home. We're going to attack the kitchens, we're going to attack the washrooms, and then we're going to make sure that there's enough comparable sales to be able to sell the property between 100 to about 170. And I'm throwing numbers here. I haven't done this talk, I swear to you, in at least 12 years, and it's still ingrained in my head here. And make sure that there's no more than 60 days on the market. If not, it's not a good area. But all this being said, I have built the team for renovation. This is a 30-year veteran in rehabs. He's doing deals on the side and go on and on and on, right? So my point is I had a plan. I knew exactly what I was doing. So I was the specialist, as you can see on the PowerPoint slide now. So the specialist is the individual that focuses. So for the individuals that are in real estate, are you the individual that holds a real estate license that'll sell hobby farms to acreage, to commercial properties, to single family homes, all the way east of town, to condos all the way west of town? I'll even do multifamily in the downtown core. Or who do you think a prospect would call? I am the condo king. I only sell condos in the downtown core that sell between $500 and $1 million. If you have a $350,000 single family home out in the West End, I will refer to you someone, because that's not what I do. All I do is talk about condos. Everybody knows me for my condo skills. I am specialized, right? Whether it's a asset type, whether it's a location, whether it's a product type, it does not matter. Individuals will pick a specialist over a generalist any single day. Now let's move on here. I'm terribly sorry. I'm going to speed it up a little bit because I'm seeing we're already at 21 minutes here, and I really want to get the content going and you start implementing in your business, right? So if you're just joining us live right now, hello, welcome. Let me know who you are. And second off, right now we're actually going through the pyramid of how your prospects make a buying decision, or at least make a decision on who they're going to work with or buy a product from, okay? So the third line is where I would like all of you to focus on. If you are a generalist, you're just like everybody else and you just blend in. If you're a specialist, at least you bump up a little higher and you condemn a little more respect and you condemn, more attention. But who would you rather, and we're going to stick to the real estate example here, who would you rather buy a house from? The everything to everybody or the real estate investor angle? Would you like to invest your money into somebody that's just trying to catch any kind of deal that falls across the plate? No focus, no specific plan. Or the specialist that has a specific plan, only does business in this niche? Or third, the individual that is actually educating others on how to make it happen. So the authority figure, think of our world, right? Our world goes on level of education. The smarter a person is, the higher educated they are, the higher they get paid. So a doctor, right? Or a professor, the list goes on and on and on. You will always respect somebody that can teach you something, period. So in your world, this is where I want you to focus on. So I'm going to tell you the two other ones, and then we're going to go back and focus on the authority figure here. Because if you are able to educate somebody, provide good quality content, and make them learn something new, they will naturally gravitate towards you and want to be in your sphere, and more importantly, do business with you. Guaranteed. So the higher level up, and this one is so unfortunate, but if you're listening to pieces of advice, right? If somebody has no knowledge into a specific area, so let's call it, let's stick to real estate investing here. If a celebrity says, I started investing in mobile parks because they can't ruin the land, I can buy them for cheap, and they always pay their rent, or I just repossess the property and move it on another piece of land. Whatever they say, right? Regardless of their knowledge level, a celebrity is a celebrity is a celebrity, and unfortunately, the less educated will always follow them. And I'm sorry, I'm really not meaning to be insulting anyone here, but I'm just saying that celebrity status, individuals gravitate towards it regardless of knowledge. And the last one that, of course, you want to be able to build towards would be celebrity authority. And by celebrity authority, I'm talking about You're on TV, but educating at the same time. You're on radio. You're on Facebook Live. You're hosting a webinar. It gives some kind of celebrity status knowing that, you know, tens of thousands of people are going to see this video or your video that you're going to produce. And then you're educating them. So let's reel it back now, okay? Ooh, that was very fancy finger work there. It shows that I have 4 kids under 10. So, yeah, you're probably wondering, how do I keep my physique correct? Okay, I'm done. So we want to become an authority figure, okay? And we want to be able to show individuals that we are a thought leader in our specific specialty. So the moment you start doing that, you start providing immense value. Not only is there laws of sales that start coming through, like the law of reciprocation. Oh my goodness, Steve gives so much good content that I just want to do business with me, with you as an individual providing content, whatever it is. But more importantly, you are automatically setting yourself apart. Right? Now, of course, with the internet, more and more people are starting to do these kind of videos and, you know, all this kind of stuff, but it doesn't matter. If you think about the grand scheme of things, less than 1% of individuals are doing a good job at it. And what I want you to be able to do is the same thing. So if we're to sum it up here in this one little lesson, and please don't leave, guys, because I've got a more important how to take it from this knowledge to an action step. So that's what we're going to break down in just a second. But we want to be able to position ourselves as somebody that delivers content. So let's talk about examples. You know, if you are a cabinet maker, let's teach individuals how to build cabinets, how to install the cabinets, because naturally, oh, Steve, I don't want to lose business. Don't worry about that. Don't think of a lack mentality. You're going to have more people that will gravitate towards you and say, you know what? Jared's doing such a good job. I love the way he's doing it. And quite frankly, looking at him do it, he's doing such a better job than I'd rather him do it. Or when it comes to real estate agents, right? Walk your first-time home buyers, if that's your ideal prospect, through the entire process. Educate them on how to purchase a property with no catch, no holds barred. Give them all the content. Do not be afraid. So, you know, in my seminar world, when I was educating individuals on buying investment properties, I was one of the best, according to people like you. I've got a lot of you guys that are following me right now on this, because I would never hold back on a piece of content. You would come to a 3-day event with me at my seminars. I would probably charge $100, $200 at the peak when it was really big. You know, we were charging $2,500 because I couldn't even fit everybody in a room. But my point is that never once out of over 30,000 people that have seen me speak and teach have ever asked for a refund. Why? Because I always over-delivered on content, whether it was for free or they paid $100,000. And then that would automatically gravitate them towards, well, if I can get this for free or for $2,500, imagine what I could get for a coaching program, a consultation program, and so on and so forth. So that's how it works. So that's where I want you to wrap your mentality around. The more you give in content, the more people you're going to help, which should be your number one priority over and above money. But don't get me wrong, I love money. But more importantly, you're going to get your prospects to gravitate towards you, and you won't even remember what a competitor is, because they're going to be so far behind not producing all good quality content, and people won't even think of those. They're going to think of you, okay? So let's move on to the last lesson that I want to show you guys how to actually make this happen, okay? So this here was, I have some examples that you can see, right? I'll breeze through this very quickly. Let's say you want to lose weight, right? So generalist, you're asking for random advice. You want to learn how to lose weight. So you're asking family and friends, right? Oh yeah, I heard about this, or my friend Susie did this, and so on and so forth. But there's no concrete expertise that you have, right? So people take your advice. They'll be nice about it. But what happens when an actual specialist comes in, a doctor, right? So a doctor tells you, Steve, hey, that little love handle, that could be dangerous as you're getting older and older. You should start losing some weight. So you should probably follow the keto diet or the paleo diet or whatever, a doctor could tell you. And my point here is, okay, well, let's say friends and family told me that I should be following the Atkins diet. But then all of a sudden, my family doctor says, just Google keto, strictly keto, and pee on the little ketone sticks, and you're good, you're golden, you'll lose 3/4 pound a day, right? But then all of a sudden, you start watching a documentary. The documentary is now not only telling you you're fat and you're gonna die because you've got all these things going through your body, you're toxic and all this. So they educate you, and then there's specialists that tell you why and break it down and so on and so forth. But they recommend, I don't know, I'm just throwing stuff out here. I'm obviously not the person to talk about losing weight, but I'm using it as an example. They talk about the paleo diet. Which do you believe you're going to follow more? Am I going to follow the Atkins diet when a family member told me? Am I going to follow the keto diet when a doctor told me? Or am I going to follow the paleo diet from a documentary that had all the proof and the educational pieces? So obviously we're going to lean towards the top. But now all of a sudden, you're listening to Captain America and you see, I'm terribly sorry, I don't know his actual name, but Mr. Captain America, and he just got a chiseled body. Or if you're a woman, you see Black Widow and you see Scarlett Johansson. Oh, wow. Unfortunately, I know her name. But my point here, I love you, Crystal, my wife. So you want to be able to, I totally lost track here with Crystal. So we want to be able, so you see these celebrities and they're so thin, and all of a sudden they say, all I do is I take this juice every single day and it's called the Hollywood diet. I think that was actually a thing like 10, 15 years ago. And I do this for 3 days, it cleanses my body and I lose 57 pounds. Guess what? Guess who you're going to start following? Well, a celebrity started saying it, and I want to be that celebrity, hence following this Hollywood diet. But then all of a sudden, oh, I forgot to press the buttons here on our PowerPoint slide. All of a sudden, Oprah drops 30 pounds, and she says, I swear by this diet, this is how I did it, here's my action plan. She's an authority figure and is also a celebrity. That's the person you're going to gravitate towards, right? I could do the same thing for real estate here. Who you're going to pick as a realtor. I could do the same thing in the financial industry. I can do this if you are a brick and mortar. I can do this for any company. It don't matter. So let's break down here exactly how to do it, okay? Very simply put, you need to create engaging content. It needs to be content. Do not follow my exact model. I'm a very big storyteller. I talk a lot. I'm loud and obnoxious. But you want to be able to give good quality content, precise, but make it personable, and you're going to be golden. So here's what you want to do, okay? So you want to identify, whoops, I went too fast. I don't know how to go back. Okay, you want to identify who is your perfect client. We kind of touched on it a little tiny bit yesterday. I'm not wanting to do this video about it. We're already half hour in. I want to make sure that you get the step-by-step, but you need to identify where are your prospects right now. Imagine them all miserable because you're not in their lives, and they need you and your process to be able to make them celebrate success, right? Whether it's weight loss, whether it's I bought my home, whether it's I got a brand spanking new kitchen, it doesn't matter. But that's what you want to do. And then you need to identify, how do we get them from being miserable to being happy? Okay, follow me and you'll follow me. You'll see what I'm saying here. So here is what I want you all to do. Not only to get the sheets, but also to test the technology behind it. Okay, it's pretty cool. Super easy to implement in your business. What I want you all to do is, this is a phone number to text me. Guys, it's not my personal number, I promise, okay? But what I want you to do is text the number phone number 613-704-2828. Yes, it's in Canada. I promise it's not going to cost you anything to text me. If you don't have a plan for international texting, it may cost you 10 cents. Do it, okay? And this is very important. So text me at 613-704-2828, but text the word authority, okay? Like this. Do not do a joke because my system will not pick it up. Spell it properly. I'm probably the worst person to tell you how to spell something properly, but my point is text the word authority at 613-704-2828. Why? Not only to test it as a business owner, but I'm going to shoot you the exact sheets that my team at No Hype uses to identify when we get a new client. Let's say you're a real estate agent and you want to grow your business. You want to hire our team, get 16 staff members for the price of one to blow up your business. That's what we do at No Hype. This is what we'll do when we get a new client is we will identify who your ideal prospect is. We take a look at you, we take a look at your past dealings, and then we identify who would be the low-hanging fruit for you to grow your business. These are the sheets we use here, okay? So if you text here, I will send over by email. You'll see why and how in just a few minutes. I'm seeing comments here that it's working already, and you'll get these, okay? So I want to skip that portion because I knew it was going to be way too long. Here's how to create amazing content for your prospects that will make you stand out as an authority figure, okay? Now, you don't say, hey, client, I'm an authority figure. You actually just do it. Actions, actions, actions. And people will naturally gravitate towards it, okay? So I want you to create content. So if you remember here, what we're trying to do is bridge the gap of very sad and unhappy Steve into woohoo! Because of your new products and service, I am extremely happy, right? So what we need to do is identify 3 to 5 of their biggest challenges from where they are to where they want to be, and educate them on how to do it, okay? Now, don't pick a niche or a market that you have no idea. Think of what you are doing. Think of your business, identify your clients, and think of what you are really good at teaching or talking about and what your clientele could really benefit from, whatever you offer to be able to get them successful and then teach them, okay? So, to give you an example, now this is a silly example, but it can't be clearer, right? Let's say this is somebody that is a young teenage boy or somebody that just wants a girlfriend, okay? But he is a shy individual, and I'm picking on men here. It could be a woman. It really doesn't matter. This is just a silly example to really get into your mind what I'm talking about. So the first step, so you're trying to see, okay, well, I'm miserable and I just want to get a girlfriend, to woohoo, I got a girlfriend. Step 1, you need to build up the mental courage of actually approaching a girl or a man, whatever, right? So you could break down the process of actually showing somebody how to approach somebody. Breaking the ice is number 2. So you could do a piece of content dedicated to breaking the ice. I could also teach how to actually ask for a phone number or ask for a date or ask to grab a drink or a coffee or go out at an event or whatever it is, right? And then I could actually teach on the etiquettes and how a first date actually works, right? So you don't just walk up and say, hey, this is my expectation. No, right? There's proper steps and etiquette to when it comes to a date. Then we can talk about how to actually build rapport, right? And build a connection and build that trust and relationship during that first date. The questions you can ask, whatever it is, and then to go into the first kiss, the icebreaker, to actually go in, right? The 90-10 rule, whatever. And I'm using this ridiculous answer. Oh, no, the video's probably dead now. It's okay. Is my recording still on? It don't matter, guys. It don't matter. Sorry if it disappeared here. If you're listening to a recording in the future on the website, it's probably still there, but I just got a call that killed it. Even though I said do not disturb. So, What I'm getting to here, if you're in real estate, it's the same process. Identify what your prospects' biggest challenges and hurdles are to achieve their goals, and teach them and take them through every single step. Think about what I'm doing with you right now. I'm educating you on how to grow your business. I'm at point number 1. Well, what I identified, the 5 systems, is the biggest hurdles there are. And I'm bringing you through this process. Now, I'm actually not selling anything right now because people are naturally just sending us an email. If you want a free consultation, if your business qualifies, I can actually spend one-on-one time with you for 30 to 45 minutes dissecting your business and giving you a step-by-step action plan on how to actually add a 0 to your income. I do that myself personally, right? And that's the big hidden secret, but it's no secret. I'm not just doing this for fun, but more importantly, I'm creating content so that then I can package it up and offer it as a lead magnet, lead generation, how to build your business in 5 simple steps, right? And that's what we're doing, but I'm right now having fun with you guys here live, but more importantly, I'm building a lot of content. And more importantly, I'm providing immense value to you guys. So if you have a huge desire to want to build your business, guess what? You're going to want to contact me. So I'll do a shameless plug here. If you actually want to go ahead and book an appointment, just instant message us, and then we'll send you a questionnaire, and we'll be able to help you out and guide you through the process of having a call with me, okay? So all this being said, what we talked about today, step by step, obviously the 5 businesses, okay, the 5 systems that we've been going through, but more importantly, how to stand out. Why would you want to stand out? Because that's how you set yourself apart from your competition by providing good quality content. But more importantly, you're just going to automatically become a thought leader in your field, okay? How to actually prepare that content, break down miserable Steve to happy, successful Steve in your world, right? So whatever the product you're selling or the service, think of all their pain points and think of what they actually want to achieve and how would you go by it step by step. How to create an actual piece of content. Folks, you can do blogs, you can do a video, you can do a recording for a podcast. You could do so many different things with content, okay? I would strongly recommend, because our world is turning into video, to get knowledge on how to build a video, right? There's a lot online. I could teach you for days on end, because if you look at my first videos 10 years, time flies, 15 years ago now, I had the thickest French accent. I'm French Canadian, but I worked through not only my fears, but I actually worked on my intonations, which actually developed huge sales strategies and techniques, and so on and so forth, right? So I know you can build your way to getting there, but you got to identify what is it that you're going to teach. And one of the best pieces of advice I can give you for every piece of content, imagine a TED Talk, right? So a TED Talk, they go through story, 3 milestones, and then a conclusion and wrap it all up, right? So that's what you want to do for every single one of your points. So we are close to 45 minutes in here. I can't thank you enough for being here. You don't understand how much I am enjoying in this right now. I am loving providing this content. Please do me a favor, share this along. That's all I'm asking. You know, business people, social media will just push it through, and that's what I'm trying to do, because I would like to do a course on how to generate more business by just doing free Facebook Lives, Instagram Live or Instagram TV Live, Periscope Live, and YouTube, okay? So all this being said, I want to thank you all for being here with me today. Tomorrow, around the same time, I don't want to promise at 100%, just because I got a crazy schedule and a lot of kids, but I will do my best to be able to do this. Again, if ever for some reason you can't attend, go in the video library, you're going to see it. And if you're not on our email list yet, and you'd like to be, simply send me a Facebook Messenger here. Just say, hey, my name is Steve. I'm a real estate agent, and my email is this. Or simply say, hey, I would love to get more information on having a consultation with moi so that I can analyze where you are and where you want to be. That's it, guys. So thank you very much for being here, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Now let's see if I get this is the awkward end of a Facebook Live. So I gotta